Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you click now and subscribe, and make sure that by the end of this video you get to share it with someone who might need it as well, because hey, sharing is caring. You listen to the message and I believe that someone else would actually want to listen or watch what you have watched. So yeah, without a waste of time, my special message for today is for all the learners, everyone who's actually going to school, especially the grade 10, 11s and grade 12s, which is Matric. So I think those are the main important people, but I'm not saying if you are in lower grade you're not important, but I just want to emphasize more on them, because grade 10 and 11, some of your results can actually assist you into getting admission into universities. Like those are the kind of results that you would have to use to apply for university and all that. So this message is definitely for you, and obviously those that are actually learners, so it doesn't matter who, but I was just emphasizing you guys that are in the grade 11, 10, 11 and 12. All right, so we are already on the third month of the year, March 2020. So already you are at a stage where you probably are aware how your progress is in terms of your studies and all that. I mean, when I was doing my grade 10, during this time, I can't say I remember what I was struggling with more, but I think I was not taking into account those kind of things. It will be like, okay, no, this is the first term, things I might not be, my eyes itchy. Things might not be going well, or maybe I see myself that, okay, I've passed, and then I'll be like, okay, cool, I passed, so let's wait for the next term. But now I'm sure that you've probably identified your strengths. Like, what do I mean by that? You've probably identified what you are excelling at and what you're finding it difficult. I know for a fact that I used to struggle a lot with mathematics, and so I had to look into that. So you probably have issues with mathematics, or you've realized that it's not actually your strongest point at this point in time, and or any other subjects that you're doing, and you are not clear exactly how to tackle it, or you're wondering, did I make the right decision? Because sometimes you get into that grade and then you have to choose whether you do maths and physical science, or agriculture and pure maths, or whatever. Maybe you should have done like maths literacy, or all of that. So there are a lot of options, and maybe you've got into that and you feel like I'm not doing well. But now the advice that I want to give you is that this is the third month, and I'm sure that you've already identified those things, like I said. So this is your chance to actually even get to a point where you excel. And how do you excel? You will get the chance to excel if you can actually be honest with yourself and identify the strongest points that you have and the weakest points. So the strongest, you would see that, okay, this 3-4 subjects, life science, life orientation, pure maths, I'm actually good at it. But physical science or whatever subject is actually giving me a problem, I'm still struggling with 1, 2, 3. This is your chance to take advantage of this time and making sure that you get those things right, because there's nothing sad as identifying your weakness or things that you're struggling with at a later stage, where you find that it's actually too late. Too late meaning you are at the point where you can't actually get those things right within a week, and then the exam is coming, the exam that will determine the marks that will actually promote you to the next grade. So it's important that you start now. It's the first term. So I want to talk to that person who didn't do well and who is still struggling. Darling, just know that you are not alone. I personally got where I am today because I kept trying, I kept doing my best, but that does not mean that there were times when I wasn't struggling. There are points in time where I struggled, I failed. By the way, I failed grade 10 and it was the saddest thing for me. And I think looking back at what happened to me or the feeling that I had, I wouldn't wish that on you or anyone or your friend or your sister or your brother. I wouldn't wish that for anyone. So that's why I'm sharing this, because it's an experience that I also had where I felt. I mean, imagine I was traveling using a bus, and imagine a bus ticket. Every month you have to buy a bus ticket, the monthly, which was like 100 and something, whatever. And you imagine all the money that was spent on you the whole year. And for people that come from backgrounds that are not really that great, where sometimes there's no money and all that, it's actually difficult. So it's like I had wasted the entire year of going to school, waking up every day, and then to what? To fail. So my advice to you is that be a different person. Be better than I was when I was in grade 10, because there were some certain subjects that were not great, or not necessarily great, but that I was not excelling on. But now I did not really dwell into them, so that I can maybe ask teachers and then get all the necessary help. And that actually affected my progress. So I don't wish you to go through something like that, but all I wish for you is to identify the problem now. The earlier the better, because if you do that, you will be able to actually get better grades and do better. And it doesn't matter whether you come from a great background and all that, but remember why you're studying, why you are where you are. The fact that you're not struggling financially, whatever, you know what, let's change the narrative. We're not going to focus on that. The fact that you might be struggling does not determine how far you can go. As long as you have an opportunity to get into class and you wake up with food, something to eat, and like the feeding schemes now, so like you don't have an excuse. You have to focus on your studies, because that is the ticket for you to change your life, for you to make a difference in your life, in your family's life, and all of that. And of course, one day soon I will share a video of how my education changed my life and then changed things around, where I was able to do certain things, especially for myself, my siblings, for my family as well. So watch out for that video. But this one is about you. So if you have a problem, identify it. Get all the necessary help from all your teachers. Make sure that you get assisted. Make sure that you get to understand what has to be done. If you haven't been doing it wrong, especially with mathematics, sometimes you've been doing it and thinking it's right, and all the formulas are the other way. Make sure that you look at those things and then you focus on getting assistance. If you know someone in class that is actually brilliant and doing great, do not be afraid to go to them. Pride will actually kill you if you're not gonna, if you're gonna focus on just having pride and feel like I won't ask so and so to help me, because they think they're better or whatever. No, if you need help, make sure that you go to someone who is actually doing better. They can probably explain to you, and you can get better grades, or get a teacher if ever you feel like you don't want to be talking to other students and all that. But I believe that if you are actually talking to students and all that, that can also help you, because you can actually work as a team and do the best in passing well, and you can hold each other accountable, because if you assist each other, something great is going to come out of it. And of course, the matric students, guys, you are the future of tomorrow. If you're not going to take advantage of this opportunity and play in school, hey, you've got another thing coming, guys. You're not going to be happy when the results come out in January, when your name is not on the list. And I'm sure that that is not something that you would want, where you see your family coming or waking up way early to get that newspaper. The next thing when you look at it, your name is not there, and knowing deep down that you didn't do your best. So you still have a chance. This is your time. It's the first term. You can still make it. You can still push yourself. You can still leave other things and focus on your studies. There's nothing wrong in ditching all these other things, nice time, partying and all that. You will get all that time, that you need later when you've achieved certain things in your life. So monate gaufeli, guys, monate gaufeli. Otlo dula onze ole teng. You will be in school, monate tla bontshe le teng. You will go to tertiary, monate o tla bontshe le teng. You will start working, monate o tla bontshe le teng. You will start your business, monate o tla bontshe le teng. So don't try to skip levels in your life where there's nothing wrong partying, by the way, but now have your limits and know the levels that you have to be at. You can't be a student the weekend when you are busy partying, and then on a Monday you have to be in class and focus and all that. That are two different things. All those things will come. Go to tertiary, you've got bashes and all that. There is time for those things. The university allows that. They do that. But now you have to do them with caution. And you should not let all the nice things, nice vibes in life take away your focus, which is focusing in your studies and doing your best. So with that said, I hope that this message has actually touched you. Not only touched you, has actually awakened something in you to say, hey, you know what, I need to pull up my socks because this subject and that subjects, I was not doing well at them. So I need to pick up my socks and do my best and ask for help if needed. So this is one advice that you will actually thank me for if you allow yourself to actually use it from this moment. So the moment I actually finish this video, take it upon yourself that you will do this for you, and doing it for you and your future, because you know what, education is still the key to success. And you need those basic, you might want to start your business one day, but for you to start your business, you need knowledge. You need to have that basic foundation that will take you to another level. So you cannot take what you're doing for granted. Just because someone else succeeded and they didn't even have grade 10, you feel like you can just be like them and all that. Hey, if it happens, then great for you. But now what is important is making sure that you focus in your studies. I am telling you from the experience that I've had. Right now, curriculums have changed to a point where, you get to do things differently and all that. So my curriculum is now different from yours. And I still look back and say, the things that I've learned have actually helped me to be where I am. So you can imagine your curriculum now. It's something that will probably assist you in the next future or next year or whatever the case may be. So do yourself a favor and make sure that you do your best and you focus on your studies. Do not lose focus. Do not lose focus. Please, I'm begging you, and do it for yourself. Don't do it because Ntabi said so. Don't do it because you know that you've been part of Chance for Change youth seminars and you also always hear this motivations and everything. Don't do it for that. Do it for yourself, because I am just here to encourage you, to remind you. But at the end of the day, you make the decision. If you're not gonna make that decision now, unfortunately, no one else can make the decision for you. So it's your choice. Start now. If you're not gonna start, unfortunately, December comes, you're gonna fail. January comes, your name will not be on the paper. So do the right thing and focus. Don't lose focus. I love you lots. Please make sure that you share this video and contact me so that I can try assist you where I can as well. Real Talk with Ntabi is my name. Thank you. Bye for now.